A 74-year-old woman from Cape Coral just wants her family to come home from Israel.
She tries to turn her eyes away from the news, but it keeps finding herself glued to it. Her family has been called back to serve in the armed forces. The Night Beat's Justin Case joins us now in studio. Justin, she lived over half her life in Israel, and she's seen the violence firsthand.
She's definitely seen the violence. Estelle Oren, 74 years old, over half her life in Israel. And while living there, she was actually across the street from a bombing that left her hearing permanently damaged. And at least a dozen of her family members, including children and grandchildren, are still living there. And she told me she is struggling every day, worrying about them.
All they have been hearing are planes and sirens, but thank God they're okay. I'm not okay.
What's the hardest part for you?
Oh my God, my kids.
Estelle Oren can't take her eyes off the news coming out of Israel. She says her daughter has post-traumatic stress from the constant bombings, and her grandson has been called up to serve in the armed forces.
He's gone. I mean, he's gone into the armed forces, and that's it. I mean, we don't know where he is. We don't know what he's doing.
Estelle worries about what she'll see on the news, considering her family is spread throughout the country. She's constantly worried, saying she can't eat, she can't sleep, she can't smile.
I'm in a bad situation when it comes mentally, physically.
When she's able to speak with her family, she tries convincing them to come here, but she says her family doesn't want to leave, saying they feel like they'd be abandoning their country, and it leaves her feeling guilty.
What kind of person am I that I'm not there and not helping them?
And Estelle leans heavily on her Torah and Psalms, but can't understand the violence.
How do you allow yourself as a human being to do that? How?
So Estelle told me she has been thinking of ways to try to help the people of Israel. She's actually reached out to the Israeli consulate here in Florida to offer space in her own home to people fleeing the country. So far, she hasn't heard back.
Well, depending on how long it goes, that could become pretty valuable, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Definitely.
Yeah, she's using her bleeding heart to help others, which is a beautiful thing to do in this time.
Any help she can provide, she's willing to do it.